I think one should say that we have some challenges at the academic level and some challenges at the professional level. If I can possibly just refer briefly to the initial stages, the Council of Higher Education is now looking at the LLB and to see to what extent is the degree, really complying with the needs of the profession. And I think that should be a benefit to the profession in the sense that people will emerge with a degree that is most appropriate to the profession, that they have more skills, because that's really one of the problems that we are experiencing, is that an LLB graduate would emerge and they have difficulty to express themselves properly, they have difficulty to write properly, and we then have a very short period of training that we can actually mold them and really form a professional out of them. So if universities can contribute to the literacy skill of students, that will help us a lot. Also technical skills. I think that we live in an age where graduates are supposed to be more skilled as far as the technology, information technology is concerned. So that is an additional point. We have found that several law graduates are having difficulty with writing skills, with even using of plain English, which is a problem. And we find that when they have that problem, that basically then cuts across various areas of the law, that they have difficulty drafting. We have weaker documentation in courts. So that problem is in fact being addressed at the moment within the profession. Another problem that we experience is also, of course, if you look at the professional side, is the ability to manage businesses. Traditionally, we have seen the legal practice as a professional business or professional entity. We realize now that, as in other professions, that you're running a business, and attorneys must learn how to be competitive, how to market, how to compete with clients in a global market even. So it puts an enormous pressure on the profession is to prepare its members to tackle the challenges. So what has happened now is that practice management training has become mandatory for attorneys who qualify for first time for own account. So I think that will address those challenges to an extent. Although there's quite a substantial emphasis also put on professional training post-admission for more senior attorneys. That's important for us. We find that many attorneys qualify without business acumen, and they set up practices, they rent premises, they obtain staff and infrastructure, and they do not have the know-how really how to convert a business idea into something lucrative. So I would say those are the major. Of course, what will remain a challenge always is to update your people. Lawyers have to be updated. There's such a vast expansion of legislation now that we find that lawyers have to stay abreast. There are changes that's not only affecting court work. There are a lot of changes affecting everyday practice. And I think what is done with regard to issues like FICA and so on. So yes, there's quite a task for the profession